This morning, we continue our special series, Kindness 101 with Steve Hartman, sharing stories that are built around themes of kindness and character. We could use a lot of that today, and the people who have mastered those qualities. Well, today's lesson is determination. Steve and his kids introduce us to a mechanic who proves anything is possible with a little elbow grease.
Good morning. I'm here with my daughter and co-teacher, Meryl.
Hi, everyone. Today we'll be talking about determination. As always, we start with my brother, Emmett, at the dictionary desk. Emmett?
Good morning. Determination is to never give up.
Yeah, it's like inner strength. You know how you guys talk a lot about how muscular I am?
No, you do most of the time.
You're not even that strong compared to other men.
Either way,
Yeah.
I think of determination like mind muscle. It's what keeps your brain going when the going gets tough. And even though it's an invisible force, it can accomplish great things. How great? Well, let's look in our library and pull one of my favorite stories about this potent force called determination.
I really want to be a doctor when I grow up.
Whenever his two little girls play doctor and dream of becoming one someday,
Let me take your heartbeat, doctor.
master mechanic Carl Allenby is flooded with the feeling of deja vu.
You wanted to be a doctor?
Oh, yeah.
But that wasn't realistic.
Not where I came from, no. I grew up in East Cleveland, which is a very impoverished city. We were on welfare, and I remember the powdered milk, government powdered milk and block cheese.
And because they were so poor, young Carl quickly set aside his professional aspirations and focused instead on becoming the best auto mechanic he could be.
So this was the parts store where I got all my customers from.
So you would work on cars in the parking lot of the parts store?
Oh, yeah, sometimes till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Eventually, he got his own shop, and for 15 years he did okay, until one day he decided to ratchet things up.
In 2006, Carl enrolled here at Ursuline College. His intention was to get a business degree to help him manage his repair shop. But there was one hurdle, a biology class. He couldn't understand why he had to take it, and he put it off as long as possible.
I'm a business major.
Yeah.
What do I even care about biology? But I went to class, and in the first hour of being there, I knew what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. All those ideas of wanting to be a doctor just came rushing back.
And to make a long story short, the car doctor,
Dr. Carl Allenby,
is now a doctor.
Daddy, we love you!
A few years ago, Carl graduated from Northeast Ohio Medical University. And today, he's an emergency medicine resident at Cleveland Clinic, Akron General.
Hey, Miss Fior.
By all accounts, Carl is already an exemplary doctor, partly because, according to his supervisors, he worked so long in a garage.
That cannot translate.
You'd be shocked, actually. I think it's some of the customer service.
This is Dr. Rebecca Merrill.
But could you imagine right now going and learning auto mechanics?
No. But Carl said he'll do our oil changes, so.
Fortunately, Carl now has more important repairs on his mind. But this old auto mechanic also knows that whether you're working under a hood or staring down a hatch,
Can I have you open up your mouth really wide?
your success hinges on your drive.
I would hear people say, well, Carl, it's going to take 9 years to become a doctor.
Yeah.
And I'd say, well, 9 years are going to pass anyway. So I'd rather be someplace I want to be than someplace that I could have been.
And there's the prescription
Yeah.
for the I can't do it blues.
I'd rather be someplace I want to be than someplace I could have been. Smart guy, even by doctor standards. Which is why we were determined to have Dr. Carl join us today. Good morning.
Hey, how's it going, Steve?
How do you instill this in kids, this determination?
Let them know you'll learn much more from your failures than you will from your successes, and that they're not going to be good at everything that they want to do.
Earlier, Emmett defined determination as never giving up. And I think you're saying one of the keys to never giving up is just recognizing that you're not going to always succeed.
Yes.
And it's okay.
What are you determined to do next?
I want to learn how to play the piano. And if you look behind me, there's a piano, and my daughter Kennedy here actually plays.
Is your dad any good at piano? Guess not.
So he goes from a mechanic to a doctor to a musician.
Yes. We'll see if that works out.
Okay. Thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Steve, it was awesome to see you again. Take care, little ones.
Feeling determined?
Yep.
Good. Because you don't ever want to wonder where you could have been. We'll see you next time.
Until then, stay kind.
You can tell he's kind. Did you hear Dr. Carl say, take care of little ones? I like that. And his daughter Kennedy came. Go Kennedy.
That is the trifecta. A
Yes.
smart
We're talking about
man who's a doctor.
Yes.
He can also fix a car with his bare hands and play the piano.
Yes.
And he can fix my body. I like that.
Change your oil and take out your appendix.
How about that?
I like
Went from
that.
fixing cars to fixing people.
And
That's
don't
pretty
you
cool.
believe that he will actually be able to play the piano, too?
Oh, I
know
believe it.
Kennedy was a little reluctant when she said, is he good? That's what daughters do.
He has determination.
Yes,
Kids
he
are
does.
very, very on it.